Good morning, John. It's been over a year since the last time I told you jokes, which means that it's time for me to try to beat my record again, this time 54 jokes in under 4 minutes. What's the difference between a cat and a compound sentence? One has claws at the end of its paws, one has a pause at the end of its claws. How about the difference between a tuna and a piano? You can tune a piano, but you cannot piano a tuna. The difference between the moon and Julius Caesar. The moon is rocky and full of craters, and Julius Caesar is dead. Why do you think was Civil Disobedience such a fantastic essay? Thoreau editing. Thoreau. What cell phones do traveling nuns use? Virgin Mobile. And how come her cell phone bill was so high? She was a Roman Catholic. Why did they kick Cinderella off the baseball team? She kept running away from the ball. And the mermaid, that was weird. What was she wearing in math class? Oh yeah, an algae-bra. Why was the sand wet? Because the seaweed. The sea, it weed. What happened when the butcher backed up into his meat grinder? He got a little behind in his work. My pastor, he ate too many beans. He had to sit there in his own pews. The defendant is accused of putting dynamite into a steer. Abominable. I'm sorry, we can't let the elephants back in the public pool. They keep dropping their trunks. What did the policeman say when his tummy was rumbling? Stop! You're under arrest! Kleptomaniacs that don't get puns. They always take things literally. When the attendant asked the photon if it had any bags to check, it said, "Nah, I'm traveling light." I had a really great boomerang joke. He'll come back to me. So the Pillsbury Doughboy's pants fell off, and I feel really weird about donuts now. What did the subatomic duck say? Quark. The stormtrooper was enjoying the Wookiee steak, but it was a little chewy. That girl said that she knew me from the Vegetarian Club, but I'm pretty sure I never seen her before. Why are the Middle Ages sometimes called the Dark Ages? Because they had so many nights. Nah. Where do you get whales weighed? At the whaleway station. Name 4 men that are in a rock group together, but none of them sing or play music. Mount Rushmore. They're a rock group. It's a rock group. I stayed up all night because I wanted to see where the sun went, and then it dawned on me. The oddly pleasant feeling of looking down on a physicist as they drink the last of their beer. The strange charm of a top-down, bottoms-up. How much does a hipster weigh? On Instagram. A man goes to a zoo and discovers that there's only one animal, and it's a dog. It was a shih tzu. What do you call a snarky criminal going down the stairs? A condescending. What are the 10 letters of the pirate alphabet? I, R, and the 7 C's. PMS jokes are not funny. Period. So I was on a train with Einstein, and he turns to me and asks, "Does Boston stop at this train?" A Buddhist monk goes to a hot dog stand and says, "Make me one with everything." Sherlock, what are you doing with that 200-pound shrub? It's not a shrub. It's a lemon tree, my dear Watson. How do you make holy water? Take regular water and just boil the hell out of it. Interesting story. The guy who helped me learn algebra never farted around anyone. I mean, he did say he was a private tutor. My first girlfriend was a tennis player, but she broke my heart. It was like love meant nothing to her. Ever since I got punched in the nose by that clown, I've smelled funny. In one of my first videos, I told you about a fungus and an algae that took a liking to each other. Well, got bad news. Their marriage is on the rocks. The Pentagon was actually supposed to be an octagon, but the contractor kept cutting corners. Did you hear about that new indie band, 999 megabytes? Yeah, that makes sense. They don't even have any gigs yet. Why did Barty Crouch Jr. quit drinking? It was making him moody. How did Abraham Lincoln bleed when charged with murder? He said he was innocent. He's innocent. They stopped the vulture from bringing his rotting carcasses on the plane, but he said, "You said I could have 2 carry-on items." A Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers, and says, "5 beers, please." What do you call a cow that's just given birth? Decaffeinated. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 3 legs? Lean beef. 2 legs? Yo mama! Some people believe that becoming a vegetarian is just a missed steak. Missed steak. Steak buns. It's a rare medium well done. How do you fix a broken tuba? With a tuba glue. Where does Dorian Gray shop? Forever 21. Dorian Gray jokes. They never get old. John, I'll see you on Tuesday.